welcome back to the Your Pretty Pennies YouTube channel. I'm Taryn Jones, financial and lifestyle success coach. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, please feel free to join the YPP community by hitting that subscribe button and also giving this video a like if you enjoy this video. Today we're going to be talking about how to inspire a guy to impress you and be more generous towards you. This topic is something that I love to talk about, something that I think I'm pretty much, I wouldn't say an expert because I don't think anybody's an expert in anything. However, I am a daddy's girl and my gifts is my love language, and so allowing someone to be generous to me and inspiring others to be generous towards me and to impress me comes very natural and very easy. I do not have a problem in this area at all. And so when I kept getting requests to do things like this, women will word this kind of differently, but ultimately it comes down to how to just inspire either the guy that you're dating, the guy that you're with, even your husband, how to inspire them to want to give you more gifts, more high quality experiences, how to get them to impress you versus you impressing them. If that is something that you feel like you want more information on, definitely keep watching because this is about to be a good one. All right, so before I get into the 3 things that I would suggest is to work on, step 0 is always to be someone that a guy will want to impress. This is going to be a game changer because oftentimes women treat men and handle men the way that they want to be treated, and we have to understand that men and women speak differently. The way you show love to a man and the way a man show love to you, the way you show appreciation for a man and the way he appreciates you and the way you impress a man and the way he impresses you, they're going to be extremely different. And oftentimes we try to match that same energy and do things for men thinking that they're going to like it because that's what we like, and that's just simply not the case, right? And so the step 0 is always to look good, always to be what my fiance will call as a muse or someone that you will want to impress, right? I, again, don't have any problem with that. I look very beautiful outside and inside, and I'm very confident in saying that, and I think more women should be confident in their outward and inward beauty, and that is truly step 0 to inspiring a man. They like what they see. They are very visual creatures, and so that is always going to be my number 1 tip for inspiring a man to do more for you, to be more generous, to want to impress you. You have to be an impressive woman in order to generate somebody else to impress you, all right? But other than that, if that's like the basis, other than that, if you got that down pat and you like, I already know, I take great care of myself, you know, as above, so below type of thing, if that's not really your issue, maybe one of these 3 issues is the key. So number 1 is your standards and your expectations. Before you meet anyone, whether you're dating a guy or whether you're in a relationship or you're married, before all of that took place, you should have clearly articulated to yourself what it is that you like and don't like. What are your standards and expectations, including in the area of generosity? If you don't know what you need and what you want, how do you expect other people, especially guys, to know what you need and what you want? They are very simple creatures, and you just have to clearly articulate to them what you want. But if you don't know what you want or set that standard or give off both verbally and non-verbally what you like and don't like and what you expect in the area of being impressed and also in the area of generosity, how are they going to know, right? And so you got to understand what your love language is, especially if your love language is gifts. You need to articulate what that looks like, what impresses you, what doesn't impress you. You have to let them know that. Tip number 2 is to act impressed, right? You cannot expect a man to go above and beyond for you, to be generous towards you, and try to impress you, even if y'all married for a long time, even if you're in a relationship or you're just dating and courting. You have to be impressible, which means you have to have the ability to be impressed, right? You have to laugh at jokes, right? You have to get out of that mode of doing the impressing or feel like you have to be the one to match his impressive conversation or his accolades or his story or everything he brings up. You're trying to match it, or you're trying to control the conversation, or you're trying to correct him if he says something wrong or something that's a little bit off. Instead, you have to switch into the mode of just receiving what the conversation is offering and acting impressed. So when he's telling a story or saying a highlight of his day or something that he's accomplished, you have to say, oh, wow, that's exciting. Tell me more. You ask questions about what he's talking about versus you always interjecting what you have to say and what happened to you and a similar story and how you overcame something as well. No. If once somebody asks you, this is just conversation 101 in general. Like, if you want, people to be impressed by your conversation and want to continuously impress you, you have to learn how to draw more of what they're talking about out of them versus constantly turning the spotlight back on you. This shows that you're a great listener, that you're invested and interested in what they have to say, and that you feel like they're interesting to you, right? And so this, especially for men who love to talk about themselves, they love this, right? And this just adds fuel to the fire. The more you feel impressed, the more you seem impressed and act impressed in a conversation, the more they're going to want to impress you, right? I even do this with my fiance. I might have a similar story. He might have traveled somewhere or spoke on a certain topic or whatever the case is, and I could easily say, oh my goodness, I spoke on this as well, or I traveled here as well, or I did the same thing. I achieved the same goal. But I don't. I just talk more about how that goal made him feel, how exciting that he did that. You know what I'm saying? I just kept the spotlight on him. And truth be told, ladies, like I said in my other video, the 5 ways to cultivate your feminine energy, talking about mystery, this adds more mystery to you, which further makes him want to impress you. When you are mysterious, meaning you know more about him than he knows about you, he's going to constantly want to figure you out. Even if you're married, even if y'all been in courtship for a while, like, you can always appear mysterious or keep some things to yourself and allow time to draw things out of you versus you just spilling it all out on the table, in your first 3 dates or the first 3 conversations or in the first year y'all known each other. Leave him something to discover about you, right? So when you are in conversation and when you're hanging out, whenever he's speaking about something, act impressed. Keep talking and asking questions about what he's saying. Don't bring it back to you. And even if he tries to bring it back to you and ask you a question, be vague or do a 1-word answer, do a couple-word answer, and then turn it back on him so he can do the impressing. Oftentimes, I hear ladies trying to prove themselves to guys and prove themselves to men when the Bible says he who finds a wife finds favor in the Lord, not she who finds a husband. Therefore, you are already, if you feel in your heart of hearts that you are called to be a wife and you're walking in that and you understand what it means to be a godly wife and a godly woman and a woman of God, you already are impressive. You don't have to show it. You just show up and be it, right? You don't have to show and prove. A man is supposed to show and prove so you can choose whether or not you will be with him. You don't prove to him and say, hey, it's me. There's a lot of girls out here. The ratio to guy to girls is, more girls than guys. I need to prove myself so you can choose me. No, sis. He's supposed to choose. He's supposed to win you over. Right? And so you fall back in the conversation. You allow him to impress you. And you say, based on his conversation and you getting information out of him, you decide on whether or not you want to be with him. You're already the prize. You don't have to show him you're the prize. You show up acting like the prize. And again, that goes back to step number 1 with your standards. You have to verbally and non-verbally communicate your standards, communicate your expectations, right? I hate when women say, oh, thank you for this gift, or thank you for pulling my chair out. Thank you for opening the door. Thank you for, any type of way that he tries to impress you. I'm not used to this. Stop saying that, ladies. That should be out of our vocabulary. Even if you're not used to a man impressing you, don't ever admit that. You have to resolve that that's an expectation to be with you, to be around you, to court you, to marry you, is that he has to come on his A game, right? Like we talked about when I said in the video, Christian women should be, and spiritual women should be high maintenance. That should be a standard. Like, it should be a standard whether you're used to it or not, whether this is the first time you experience it or not. It should absolutely be a standard, because you pour so much time, energy, attention into your spiritual life, your physical, your emotional, your mental health. You are the creme de la creme. You are top line. You are top shelf. Therefore, you need to act like it, and you should expect top level treatment, right? So tip number 3 is your ability to receive. Ladies, there is nothing worse, whether it's from a man, I don't care who's giving you something. It is nothing worse than trying to give somebody something and they are a terrible receiver. We have to become gracious receivers. And by gracious, I mean simply saying thank you. Stop downplaying what you're receiving. Stop rejecting what someone's trying to offer you, especially men. I see women who a man will try to run and open the door for her, and she'll say, no, I got it, and she'll open the door herself. She will like literally move his hand off the handle of the door and put her hand on it and then pull it over. No, I got it. Right? Or if a man tries to pay for dinner, oh, no, I got it this time. I'm the one invited you out. I'm the one that suggested this restaurant. I'll pay for it. What? A man is not going to be generous to you if you got it, right? If you sit up there, open your car door, my fiance, since we have met, it's been over a year, I have not opened the car door. And even if I get to the car before him for some strange reason, I stand there until he opens that door. Because I am a gracious receiver. And when he gives me a compliment, when he gives me a small gift, a big gift, medium-sized gift, whatever it is, I say thank you. When he tries to impress me, I act impressed, even if it really doesn't truly impress me, right? Even if I've gotten a gift before, even if the gift is not all that exciting, I say thank you, because people who are great receivers trigger people who are great givers to give even more. And men are naturally givers. Women are naturally receivers. The way God made us physiologically is that women are designed to receive and men are designed to give, right? And women who are great receivers get more and more stuff. Women who are not, they are shutting the people who want to give them something down and causing them not to want to give to them anymore, right? So one of the tips to being a better receiver is to show appreciation. Whenever someone gives you something, especially a man, get excited, show appreciation. Oh, thank you, swoon over it. Depending on how big or small the gift is the level of excitement that you exhibit. And if he keeps missing the mark with gifts, even though you keep dropping hits on what you want, start holding back some of the excitement and then be excited for the things that you like, so he can get a feel for, okay, that didn't go over so well. I didn't get that excitement that I was looking for by giving her this gift. Because let's be clear, they desire to see you happy. And so by your level of happiness and your level of excitement when you get something, communicates to them like, do more of this, do less of that, right? And then the other tip is not to be too excited. Because remember, back to step 1, this is your expectation. So you don't want to be over the moon by getting a pair of shoes or by getting a nice card, a heartfelt letter, when that's your expectation, right? So yes, you do need to show appreciation and show excitement, but don't be too over the top, because then they're going to be looking like, dang, it's real easy to impress her. You want to be in the middle, right? You don't want to be unimpressible, but you don't want to be too impressed. You want to be right in the middle, right? Because you want to remain the prize. The last tip is to never talk down on yourself, especially when you're in the middle of receiving something. For example, if somebody gave you a sweater and you hold it up, the boo in your life gave you your sweater and you're holding it up and you say, this is such a beautiful sweater, but I gained some weight, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit into it. Well, I hope I can fit into it. Or if he compliments you, oh, you like this lipstick? It took forever to get put on. I have to wipe it off 2 times, and I have to exfoliate my lips because this is a matte lipstick. Don't nobody want to hear all that. Nobody wants to hear all that, right? You get some new shoes. Oh, I can't even walk in heels. I haven't walked in heels in 6 months. I hope I can be able to walk in these. just be a gracious receiver. Thank you so much. Kind of talk about what you're going to do with this. Oh my goodness, I love this sweater. I got some black leather pants that will go great with that, with a red lip. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to wear this to the holiday party. Or if you get some new shoes, oh my goodness, I got the perfect skirt or the perfect outfit to go with this. Thank you so much. Even if you have reservations about the gift, don't communicate that to him. You communicate your appreciation, not your hesitation, because then you're training him not to want to give to you, because he's going to be in a store like, I would buy her this handbag, but she might have something to say about it, or it might make her self-conscious. I don't know. So I'm just going to leave it here, and then the next time we're out, I'll buy something based on what she likes, versus him every time he's out, he brings you something, right? So for example, my fiance, whether he's out by himself or whether he's with me, he's always inspired to buy me a gift, because I'm right there in the middle. I'm not too impressed, but I'm impressible, right? To where he knows, like, okay, if I get her something, it's gonna make her happy. He knows me now to where he knows, like, buying me some lotion is like, boy, bye. Like, okay, thanks, but he knows what level to which I will get excited about, and based on what he gets me and what he's feeling like to drive his ego, what kind of response he wants, that's the level he buys that gift. But again, before I met him, before he started courting me, I understood my expectations, what makes me excited, what don't. For a lot of women who are into self-care, into body care and everything like that, which I am too, candles, body butters, all those things might be extremely exciting for you. For those who are or high maintenance, where you like handbags, you like shoes, you like purses, you like money, you like trips, those things are exciting to you. You need to seed that into your conversation to let a guy know that this is what impresses me, right? And every woman, it is different. What impresses one woman will not impress another. So you need to make sure that you know what impresses you, and you communicate that to the guy in your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comment what impresses you. And if you've stayed for this long, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. And meet me in the comments for today's chat about what impresses you. What gifts do you like to receive from guys? Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.